What's in a name?
That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Written on bathroom stalls, school papers, carried in handshakes and introductions. What's in a name and where does it come from?
Who am I?
If only in namesake.
Okay, hello. My name is Amelia Catherine Chavez. I don't really know how to do this.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
You can't see my knees, can you?
I don't know what to do with my hand.
Let's start asking questions.
They're not ready for me to ask questions. What does your last name mean to you?
Nothing. It's just a name.
The Chavez name to me means family.
What does it mean to me? It's my married name. I've been married since 1971.
I've always signified it as something powerful.
I don't know what makes a person a Chavez.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What about my name? Where does Amelia come from?
Honestly, I picked it out of a baby name book.
I have introduced you to everyone as Ernest. You answer to the name Ernest. You look as if your name is Ernest. You are the most earnest-looking person I ever saw in my life.
Hi, Amelia, Kitty Bay. Do you have any stories to tell Mommy today?
What about my middle name?
Your middle name is Catherine because my mother's name is Kathy and her grandmother's name was Catherine. When I was pregnant with you, my mother asked me to name your middle name Catherine. So I agreed to it, and that's how you became Catherine.
And then how did your relationship to that name change?
That's a super painful question for me. I had a falling out with my mother. I discovered my brother had a baby, and they named the baby's middle name Catherine. That really hurt my feelings because that made it like you didn't exist. So if you ever do want to change your name, now you're 18, you can change all your names if you want to.
This is my big book of 60,000 baby names. I bought it at Barnes & Noble. And I'm going through it and I'm highlighting all my stuff because I'm like naming myself right now. Welcome to my bedroom floor. I've narrowed down my list quite a bit, my list of names, and I've reached a sweet 16. But I'm gonna make like a little bracket. I'm gonna March Madness it. My mom, she said if I can give you any advice, it's just to pick something you like.
I think you were probably in 7th or 8th grade. I said, what would you change it to? And you said, I don't know, Blaze?
Something cool.
And I said, okay. Yeah, change it to something cool. Firewalker, whatever you want to be.
Danger. Let me be like, Danger is my middle name.
Yeah, Danger is my middle name. You can be whatever you want.
Like identical twins without the same fingerprint. My skin is full of fingerprints. My name is like a patchwork quilt.
The patches are every person I have loved. Names passed down father to father.
Ghost pictures lining a hallway. A museum to ancient history.
History that wishes to be the present.
This is one of our family pictures. Eric, Joseph, and Jamie, and us.
That's my dad and mom right there. I got to looking at this picture real close, and I was already there. My mom she's pregnant.
And here's my grandfather fought in the engagement with Mexican troops at Nogales, Arizona
Hey, take it
on
easy.
August 27th, 1918. Little did he know how many of us would become married to Mexicans.
Well, I'm not sure I ever liked my last name. I didn't want my name to be associated with me due to the fact that you were stereotyped. When I went to school, they put us in the back of the room so the kids in the front, the ones that spoke English, could accelerate faster and not have us slow down. So we were forced to speak English. I don't want to complain. I just want to tell you straight up how it is. I think you should treat people as a person, not as a last name.
But what I find fascinating, Amelia, is that you're just like your dad. You're a Chavez with blue eyes and fair skin. There's her dad. Look at her dad.
Curly blonde hair.
Look at that beautiful baby boy. Is that a Chavez? No, that's an Irish person. You're very lucky to have your name and not have to worry about prejudice or racism or things like that, because there was a time that you couldn't do that. Even with the boys. When we moved here, there were racist people on this block. There was one lady. She would come down and she would say, I told you not to play with these boys. And I mean, stuff like that is for real. It happened to them. And I still feel the pain. It's little things like that. That was hard. The boys felt it. I felt it. This house has got so many footsteps and memories in it. They grew up in this house. They were so close growing up. And then when you lost one, they were lost.
That was probably the most devastating blow to the whole entire family.
Joseph died first 20 years ago.
He passed away before you were born, just slightly before, too. He was 29.
You didn't know him, but everybody says you remind them of Joseph. It's your passion for learning and your drive to go forward.
The itsy bitsy spider up the water spout, down came Wade and Weston. Spider out came.
And then when you think you're recovering from that, then my granddaughter died. I don't know if I can talk about that. And after that, a year later, my oldest son died.
My oldest brother, Eric, he unfortunately passed away when he was just 50. He was a free spirit.
They're still trying to recover from that. I don't think they'll ever recover.
Impacted my mom more than anything. And then my dad, too, is probably the first time I ever saw him cry.
We've been through a lot, but we've survived, and I'm very proud of my family. And here's your family tree that goes back.
Not just letter, not just sound. My name is my family, the tragedy in it too. Beer's in my blood and sour's in my veins. Those are passed down with my name too.
I have family trees everywhere. You pick up on little bits and pieces of each family and they become you. That's what family is.
I've always seen the Chavezes as angry. They're very angry.
Do you think I do that? Do you think I fit that?
Mm-hmm. You do eat them.
When I talked to Grandpa, he said that we were both angry. He said we both have a temper. Do you think that's true?
I think we're passionate. I have a tendency to have a little bit of the machismo from my dad, you know, like where I do get a little bit too passionate. And maybe my word passion, it might be an excuse for getting angry sometimes, you know, but there are also things that affect your life. Speaking back just upon like even my own family, like even growing up, I remember your grandpa would always, he had a problem with alcohol. He hasn't drank in probably 40 years, you know, since I was probably about 14 years old. You get these substances put out in front of you, and they'll help. Okay, I'll tell you, it'll help for a short amount of time, but then it compounds the actual problem that you have, because the problem's still there the next day, and then you'll go to drink again. It just postpones the inevitable.
Being a parent, you make a lot of mistakes. I think your dad's doing the best he can. You know, he needs improvement, but we all do.
And I want you to remember that your dad loves you more than anything, that your parents love you.
The lost history of my mother's name.
Of many mothers' names. Henceforth to be known as Mom, a woman without a name.
How did you feel having to change your last name?
I didn't really think about it. When I started thinking about it is when I got older and I had granddaughters, and I was wondering, well, I don't know why women have to change their name.
Do you hope I'll keep my last name when I get married?
I don't think it's about what I want for you. I think it's about what you want for you, and what I want is what you want.
I don't think I changed my first or my last name. I've lived with them for 18 years, and it's me.
I've always liked your last
Yeah,
name. You always
it's
said you had a
mine.
cool last name.
I do. I think I have a cool last name.
Now I have a name that is all me, chosen by me, and I will hold that with me every day. My name is me from my A to my Z, so only a namesake is still on hand. For only a namesake,
I am.
What makes a person a Chavez?
I've always taken a great deal of pride in our last name, and I love my last name.
I think it's owning your name,
This is a project I made in like 4th grade.
the name you were born with, and living to be your best self. You are so much Chavez, it's unbelievable. You should be proud of that. You should go through life proud of your last name, because the history has been troubled and sad, and we're still here.
You choose diamonds and chartreuse, high heels and crown jewels, stories and tattoos. You are too cool to play by all their rules, trading for blue pools, the beach and Istanbul. This is the day that your whole life will get started. All you gotta do